Sup guys, got home yesterday. I don't really know how to put this video together. I don't have that much footage because I was mainly focused on just enjoying my time there. And the charger I have for this camcorder doesn't work there. There's no way to get an adapter or anything, so I didn't have much battery life to work with. There's some souvenirs I got. And yeah, I'm just throw this video together.
Deze week en volgende week. As you can see here, the duck floats alone, while others around him are surrounded. As do I. He's like a brother. Check this out. Oh, super niche, dude. Super niche.
Going to the Netherlands was easily the best week of my life. This was my first time traveling to a different country, first time being on a plane, first time seeing the ocean, riding a train, smoking a joint next to a canal, going to a bar with a girl I just met, and more first and awesome experiences. I felt happiness, loneliness, sadness, humility, in awe, and in hope. The immense emotions I felt from all of these new experiences and things I saw was life-changing. I felt like there was so much life in everything around me and myself. Just walking around or taking a tram or a metro and taking a train in between cities, just being in and exploring a different place made me feel so alive. People were so kind to me, it made me feel better about humanity and that the world does have more good than bad in it. I think seeing a different perspective made me realize that. I won't forget walking through the streets of Amsterdam with the girl I just met, smoking a cigarette on King's Night, going to a couple different bars, seeing the city so alive and full of people, just being happy and having fun. Being a part of that, that whole night was just the most fun I've ever had. Getting out of my comfort zone, figuring out public transportation, getting the courage to talk to strangers, the bottom of my feet sore from walking all day on the brick streets, crying in public, not being able to get in my fucking place because I'm an idiot and never used the key before. The difficult parts I feel like have helped me grow. On King's Day, I remember just feeling a pit of loneliness in myself. I remember seeing a sea of orange of people celebrating with friends, with lovers, and being all alone, seeing that it was difficult. I can be 4,000 miles away from home and you I can't escape myself. You can't escape yourself. You have to learn to accept difficult parts like that. The enjoyable parts I'll never forget and smile about when I'm old one day. The most important things I learned is that there is a huge, beautiful world out there with amazing souls in it, and I want to see and experience it, as much of it as I can. The painful and ugly parts, the happy and beautiful parts, it all makes up who we are as people. You just have to experience the world and live. The past, the future, and present, you just gotta do your best. Just live and have hope. Anyways, it's not that deep. It is that deep, but I'm broke now, but it was worth it. All of it was definitely worth it. And just to sound more pretentious and obnoxious, going to the Rijksmuseum was also another life-changing thing for me. I never really cared too much for old art and paintings, but seeing that in person, it made me cry. It helped me see life even deeper and how amazing it is what humans can create, and better yet, how long we can preserve it, and how much it's enjoyed by so many people for centuries. My only regret for the trip is really is that I didn't spend longer there and should have went to more museums. But this trip was just really was life changing, and it taught me a lot about myself and the world. So all we have to do is we just have to live. I have learned an interesting fact. So Canadian geese also reside in Europe. I did not know this. I thought I would escape them here. Hello geese. Oh, there's little babies. Little babies. Okay, it's really windy. What's up, guys? Today has been an awful experience. The flight here was fine, but the second I stepped back into the states, terrible. Well, I guess it did start in Amsterdam. It was a 2 hour delay, and I didn't think a 2 hour delay would cause so much bullshit. So by the time I landed, by the time I landed in Chicago, my connecting flight already left. So this was my first time dealing with something like that. Um, my flight to Amsterdam was my first time flying ever. So I'm then coming here and dealing with like this delay and then like having to rebook a flight and everything was insane. And what made me the most angry is the flight I rebooked. Right? You would think, oh, maybe you just gotta sit at the airport for like 8 hours, maybe 12 at most. No, 23 hours. It's currently 19 hours into the flight. But at the time I booked it, it was like 23 hours. I was like, dude, I am screwed. Um, my parents helped me. Yes, my parents helped me. Okay. My parents helped me get this hotel room, so which I actually needed their help because I couldn't have booked this. I'm only 19. You need to be 21 to book like most hotels now here, which is ridiculous. That's a whole other tangent. But yeah, that was stressful. I was really mad, a little scared, but it's all good though. I'll be home tomorrow. Got a nice room. Got plenty of time to go through security and everything. Um, you cannot you cannot wallow in the despair and the stress, the anger. You will drown in that sea. You must swim up. You must enjoy the positives. Yeah. So hopefully I get home tomorrow. This trip was awesome. It was life changing, except as soon as I immediately got back to America, then it sucks again. All right. Bye bye.